In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to connect Firebase with Visual Code Studio. To start this process the right way, we'll set up your Firebase project in the Firebase console and grab the configuration you'll need later inside Visual Studio Code. Think of this as laying the foundation so your app can talk to Firebase securely and reliably. Begin by heading to the Firebase console in your browser and sign in with your Google account. Use the account you'll actually use for development or collaboration so everything stays in one place. Once you're in, either create a new project or open an existing one. If you're creating a new project, choose a clear, memorable name. Firebase will also generate a unique project ID. That's the identifier used behind the scenes. You may be prompted to enable Google Analytics for the project. This is optional. If you're just testing, you can leave it off, and you can always enable it later if you want analytics features. After the project finishes creating, you'll land on the project dashboard. Here, look for the web icon, which looks like angle brackets. Click that to register a new web app with your project. Registering a web app tells Firebase that you want to use this project from a web-based codebase, like the one you'll be editing in Visual Studio Code. Follow the on-screen prompts. You'll be asked for an app nickname. This is just for your reference, so pick something descriptive like the name of your site or environment. You may also see options related to hosting. If you're not deploying right now, you can skip hosting for the moment and focus on the registration. Continue through the prompts until Firebase creates the app entry. When that's done, Firebase will give you a configuration object, which is a short code snippet. It includes fields like API key, auth domain, and project ID. This object is how your web app knows which Firebase project to connect to. Keep this snippet handy. You'll paste it into your code later in Visual Studio Code when initializing Firebase. It's normal for this configuration to be included in client-side code, but treat it carefully, store it somewhere safe, and avoid posting project-specific details in public places without context. Note that this is not a password or a private key, and it does not grant admin access on its own. Before you leave, make sure you can see your new web app listed under your project settings in the Apps section. That confirms everything registered correctly. That's it for the initial setup. You signed in, created or opened a project, registered a web app, and secured the configuration snippet you'll need. In the next part, we'll move into Visual Studio Code and use that config to connect your app